Showing up for recovery. One of my favorite things about a cold New England winter day are the hawks. In the bitter cold of January and February, hawks perch in leafless trees and position themselves facing the sun. It's like watching a prayer. The temperature outside can be -2 degrees with wind whipping about, but there they are, and they perch and they face the sun, still like sentinels, unmoving, unwavering, feathers fluffed. They show up and soak in whatever light and heat is available. And I've also noticed that these hawks will perch that way even when the sun is clouded over. Even on a cloudy day, they show up in hope and wait upon whatever sunlight may or may not appear. Those of us who are recovering have a lot to learn from hawks in winter. Just like the hawks teach us, recovery means getting up and positioning ourselves in hope, facing the light, even on days where the outlook may be dark or cloudy. Recovery means showing up each and every day in hope. Of course, recovery also means taking action and doing things to change our lives. But recovery is more than action steps. Recovery is an attitude captured in the posture of a hawk in winter. Recovery is an attitude, a stance, and a way of accepting and embracing the day's challenges. Just like hawks don't control the weather, we don't control everything that will happen in our day. What we can control is our attitude and our response to what may happen. All of us have had the experience of peeking out from under our warm bed covers and feeling chilled by the morning air. On some days, all we want to do is to pull those covers back over our heads and slip back into the oblivion of sleep. Wouldn't it be great if all we had to do to recover was lie safely under the covers and wait for psychiatric medicine to cure us? But of course, that's a fantasy. Recovery is not a passive process of getting cured. Recovery means taking a deep breath, throwing those covers off, bracing ourselves in the chilly morning air, and stepping into our day with hope. We can't predict everything that will happen in the day. It might be a joyful day. It might be a boring day. It might be a day of tough symptoms and pain. It might be a first day of work or a first day of school. We might be waking up in a hospital or a jail cell or homeless on the streets. But no matter what kind of day it is, we must show up for recovery. We must position ourselves in hope, facing whatever light there is, absorbing the good in the world, while also knowing things will never be completely perfect. But if we show up for recovery each day with an attitude of determined hope, then slowly, imperceptibly, our lives do get better. When you're out and about today, watch for the hawks. They have a lot to teach us about showing up for recovery. This is Pat Deegan. Thanks for listening.